5 minutes. And they'll also be, accessible via the website, so the public won't have to file FOIL. They can just access them immediately.
Mr. Supervisor, I just want to say, if I may, John, was great working with you. I think John's done an outstanding job, and I do think that one thing we've learned, I think there is a real need in the town government for a program administrator. He's picked up a lot of projects. Bishop's running sort of the day-to-day operation, and that's time-consuming, so having John on board, as a pioneer in this position, and I think you've set the bar pretty high. And I know we're going to work with you in Scarsdale because you're on the right track to, move up in your career. But from the legal department, it's been great working with you. And we're going to miss you.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Bishop is going to miss you too. He's just, he's too shy to say it.
Well, I appreciate all your kind words and well wishes, and I'll truly miss working for the town. And it's been a pleasure to have the opportunity. So thank you.
Thank you, John. Don't go before you go. I want to also give you an opportunity to go through one of your other
the collection
receivable memo. Mm-hmm. And this is now a monthly update. And Mr. Byrnes, you're going to miss Mr. Goodwin even more than I am, I'm sure. Because you and Mr. Mecca miss him. You both miss him. In fact, would you guys come up as well? Because I'm trying to figure out why we're owed $8 million.
Well,
what the heck's happening?
Most of that, as you can see, is with the 2009 schools, which are due January 31st. This number reflects as of February 2nd. Because of the way the calendar fell, January 31st was on the Sunday, which means a lot of the bank transfers didn't go on until early February. The stop processing payment is February 2nd, so that's the only number that I updated as of February 2nd. I know I've been indicated that there is a large amount of school payments after February 2nd, so this number will go significantly down, but the increase is due to the 2009 schools.
All right, well, I see that now, but even the December number of $5 million is too high. One of the things Mr. Goodwin's been very helpful with, and we have our in-rem collection procedures, and then with the other collection is with Mr. Noto, Mr. Mecca, Mr. Byrnes, and Mr. Goodwin. I want to make sure these memos continue to produce, but also Mr. Mecca and Mr. Byrnes, maybe could you talk a little bit about how you're, we talked about phoning people that are delinquent, letters. What do we do this month to get the money we're owed?
Well, right now we're collecting the balance of Rye Brook village taxes. So anybody that does not have a bank mortgage will be receiving their bill. It's a yellow bill, and that's due by the end of this month. It's the second
Village
payment.
of Rye Brook.
Village of Rye Brook. Now, once next week, we will also be sending out anyone that's delinquent on the school bill.
When do we send that out?
Next week.
That'll be the 15th of February.
The 15th after it was due by the 31st of January, so we wait 2 weeks. And
all right, now, so I'm trying to get this $4 million number as of February 2nd. Sounds to me like it's an artificial number.
It is artificial because a good bit of money has come in after that.
Can I get an updated memo then as of February 15th when the notice is
Sure.
I'd like to get a memo what the number is as of February 15th, what notices go out. I want to monitor our collection policy. I want to monitor the success of our collection policy. I want to monitor it next year when we're sitting here. We'll know what the number outstanding was as of February. We have no historical track record previously. So we don't know what this number was last year because we hadn't been doing this. So I want to establish it. So if we can get a memo for February 15th, when the letters go out, I want to measure the success of the letters. So when we come to the next March meeting, I want to know what collections were generated by that memo. Mm-hmm. The whole idea is to, put in place a process that is going to be very effective.
So value in the process.
Wonderful.
I agree. I also would like to, again, thanks Mr. Nowotnik and Mr. Nioris, because we are coming into our first full year using Lockbox, our first collection cycle. We now have eliminated image remits, so we are dealing directly with TD Bank, and it has shown a lot of merits. Like last week when we had the holiday came into play, the $3 million was put in the bank Friday night, and we processed it Monday and Tuesday, but it was in the deposited in the account. So it's coming along very good. And again, I thank both of them for their time and effort. And I thank John. It was a pleasure meeting him and working with him. And I wish him good luck. I've done that before, and he's a very valuable young man. I think he's got far to go. Thank you so much. Okay, anything else for me?
Thank you, Mr. Mack. I guess did you have anything else for us?
No, that's just the all right, Brooks. So you're looking for the bill.
Make sure my wife made the payment this time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mr. Byrnes, did you have anything to say while you're up there?
Blame it on the woman.
We as the end of this month, we can do a comparison of the school tax.
Good.
The school tax piece, what
beautiful.
it was as of the end of February, because then at that point, pretty much
wonderful.
all the collections would definitely have been accounted for
Okay.
versus the previous year. I do think there's going to be an uptick in the receivables.
Yeah, what's important to monitor with the economy being what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Byrnes. Thanks very much. Thank you, John. Thanks again for all your hard work.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. So, I guess we're down to committee reports. Mr. Marcos, did you have anything else to add? No. Perfect. Mr. Byrnes, I take... Yep.
Yeah, Mitch on a short leash over there.
He's doing great.
Yeah, he was good. It's great.
There's a new vibe in the town.
Just one quick follow-up on the audits. Wrightown Park audit has been the field work has been substantially completed. Schedules have been provided by the town accountant, Sam Terenzi, to the auditors, and they've reviewed them. So and they will be in next week to start the field work for the town of Rye. So, and hopefully that field work will be done by mid-March. And our schedule is to have a draft report or final report for the April meeting.
Wonderful.
So we're on schedule with both audits.
Which makes us, again, fully compliant, right on time, correct?
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll submit the state report at the end of May 1st, which is to the state, the financials.
And we'll virtually have audited financials by then.
And we will have audited financials in addition to that.
Wow.
Right.
Fantastic. You're music to my ears.
So we're going good.
Thank you. Thanks so much. That's great. That's great. Again, I think we're probably, I don't know, Mr. Noto, you see a lot of different, I think we're probably the only community, or one of the few communities gets these audit reports on time.
You are.
And you know, we started with
we have a crack finance team.
crack finance team. Where's the
helps.
other half of your, that Laurel Hardy, where's Laurel?
That helps.
Is that the
Right.
Liberty Bell?
He's stranded in a snowbank in Philadelphia right now.
Is that the Liberty Bell?
But the,
Probably yelling at some snowplow operator why he can't get out and
you know, this is
get
a,
back to New York.
That's poor man.
Yeah, it's more snowplow operator again.
exactly. Mr. Mecca, you have anything further to add? You pretty much gave your report, didn't you? Yep, thank you. And Mr. Noto, did you have anything to add?
I'm done, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Nardi, did you have anything for us?
Hello, everybody. I had a meeting with Village Mamaroneck's manager, Richard Singerland, his assistant, Don Snardoff, and Building Inspector John Winters. Nina Lowy, she put a funding request form in on January 20th to try to get some money for the Jefferson Avenue Bridge. But funding might not come, if they accept it, it won't be till the end of the year. So we got the paperwork started on that.
Wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
the Village of Mamaroneck, they're running the show, so I'm just working with them.
Beautiful.
So
Now, what's our expectation in terms of liability? How much? It's a $3 million project?
it's about a $3 million project with everything, yeah.
And when are we going to have to move forward with that project?
Well, I don't see anything happen. If we don't get, we won't find out about funding until like December.
Okay.
Up till December. So if anything, it probably won't start into 2011, 2012 is what I would expect.
And are we going to
Because
have to
because
come up
I-
with funds in 2011, do you think?
I'm hoping.
Oh, no, but we're going to, if me too. No, I mean, if we don't get this stimulus funding, is it then we're going to be on the hook, I take it.
Yeah.
And when are we going to have to begin to raise debt and